Alright, so drugs. Why are they illegal? Some people might say because they're bad for you. Well, so is alcohol, tobacco, red meat, breathing the air, drinking tap water, not exercising. Those things aren't illegal, so drugs being bad for you, that's not a reason to illegalize them. Some people might say because people get killed over them. Well, killing people is already illegal. We don't need to make drugs illegal because they cause people to break the law. In fact, it's because they're illegal that people kill each other over them. People also kill each other over relationships. Maybe relationships should be illegal. People might say that they cause other crimes, like stealing. People will steal whatever to get the money to pay for the drugs. Well, just like murder, stealing is also already illegal. Poverty is what really drives people to steal. Well, that and boredom. So maybe they should outlaw poverty. Yeah, that'd be nice. If they are outlawing drugs in order to put a stop to the things that happen because people do drugs or because they're trying to get drugs, why don't they also they look a bit further at the reasons why people do drugs? See, some people do them because of peer pressure. You can't outlaw peer pressure. That's just kind of a fact of life with kids. So I don't know, nothing can really be done about that one, I think. Some people do it to escape some pain in their lives. You can't outlaw that, although they could take a look at society and maybe realize what about it is making people so unhappy that they have to self-medicate. But then again, it's just easier to outlaw a substance than to take a serious look at society and the way things run, especially when it threatens the power of the people who are making the decisions. Some drugs are even legal to buy, such as spray paint. There are people who get high off that, and it often kills them more often than anything else. But they can't really outlaw spray paint. It's got other uses. But they can't really tell people who want to do it that they can't, because they won't listen, and why should they? The law is not anybody's parent. And even if it was, that would be no guarantee that the people would listen anyway. People have minds of their own. And you can't tell people what they can and can't do. That's as true for drugs as it is for anything else. Making something illegal does not stop that thing from happening. It just makes those who do it into criminals. And so it's my opinion that all drugs, from marijuana all the way up to heroin, should be legalized. Or rather, de-illegalized. Everybody knows what effects they have on the body, both long and short term. This is the information age anyway, We can find out anything about anything. So you don't have to worry about people doing it who are uninformed of the consequences. People should be free to do what they want and decide for themselves whether or not they are going to, or whether or not they'll deal with the consequences. This is a nation of adults, not children. Oh, another argument I came up with, people might say that they harm families. Well, so does divorce, but divorce is not illegal. Am I comparing drugs with divorce? Yes, I am. Because it's not up to the law to make sure that families stay together. It's up to the families themselves. And sometimes things happen. You know what else breaks up families? war. When the government sends someone to war who has children, they go off to Afghanistan or wherever and they get killed. That's death just the same as if they had OD'd on crystal meth. I don't know too much about crystal meth. I don't know if you can OD on it, but let's pretend that you can. Or pretend I said a drug that you can OD on. And I'm sure there are religious arguments against doing drugs, but really, who gives a crap? Who's going to listen to religious arguments? Religious people. And religious people are already under the control of someone else. They already don't think for themselves, so whatever. They can do what their pastors and their priests and their deacons and whatever else they have tell them to do. I think for myself. And living in a free country, which this is not, I should be able to do what I want. And if I want to do drugs, I should be able to do whatever drug I want to. Though, just for the record, I don't do any drugs. I don't even drink. So, there you go.